Well, I think it's safe to say that my uploading schedule has been great so far. Been cranking out videos minute after minute. As I stated, we're going to be getting 3 videos. I already did one on the hypo and suit yourself situation. The one on the gun's already been uploaded. And last but certainly not least, now it's time to talk about fucking Afghanistan. Why I'm sick and fucking tired of hearing everyone talk about Afghanistan. Because let me tell you something, folks. Let me tell you something. When I was 3 years old, that's when all of this shit happened. Now here we are 20 years later and we're finally getting the fuck out of Afghanistan. And of course, the minute we fucking start leaving out of Afghanistan, the fucking Taliban takes it over again. Which really shouldn't be surprising to virtually fucking anyone. I know everyone's fucking blaming Biden for the shit that's going on right now, but let's be real here. If this had happened under any other fucking president, the same shit would have happened. If this had happened under Trump, everyone would have blamed Trump. If this had happened under Obama, everyone would have been blaming Obama. If this had happened under the man that started it all, George Bush, again, everyone would have been blaming Bush. 20 fucking years the United States of America has been doing absolutely nothing in Afghanistan. Been spending trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars trying to nation build Afghanistan, giving them all these fucking weapons and military vehicles and all this training. And the army just said, fuck it. Let's just give it to the Taliban again. Because why not? Let's be real here, the only reason we were even in Afghanistan to begin with is because we wanted the people who attacked America on 9/11 dead. That was the only reason we invaded that stupid fucking country to begin with. And after 20 years of doing absolutely nothing, playing with our dicks, and 10 years after we got Osama bin Laden, now we're finally getting the fuck out. And now Afghanistan's back under Taliban control. And frankly, I'm happy we're finally gone from that stupid country. And I'm glad that base Joe Biden doesn't give a shit about what's going on in Afghanistan. You know, Joe Biden is just like me. Joe Biden doesn't care anymore. You know, Joe Biden said, you know what, fuck it. I want to get the troops out of the fucking Afghanistan. I got the troops out of Afghanistan. Okay, so the Taliban took over again. Who gives a shit? All I care about is getting our boys home. Fuck Afghanistan. Let the Taliban play with the funky bumper cars. Eat ice cream. Go to nightclubs. Lose their shit over gym equipment. I don't give a fuck. I just want our boys to go home. And of course, Donald Trump in his infinite wisdom throwing another temper tantrum, demanding Biden resign over what's going on in Afghanistan. Which again, let's be real here, if this shit had happened under Trump, the Democrats would have been demanding Donald Trump resign from office. And they probably would have impeached him again. Can you just imagine? If Donald Trump had pulled the troops out of Afghanistan before the election and he were impeached because of that? And imagine if he had, in this timeline that I'm formulating right now, he were to lose the election and the events of the January 6th riot were to happen, he would have not only been impeached for a second time because of what happened in Afghanistan in this timeline, but he would have been impeached a third time because of what happened with January 6th. And everyone would have been crying, and if this had happened under Obama, everyone would have been crying hysterically, demanding Obama resign. And if this had happened under Bush, the same thing would have happened. Bush needs to go. You're starting to see why I really hate all these fucking faggots crying hysterically about Afghanistan. And what's even amazing to me is you got people like Nick Fuentes and them now simping for the Taliban. You got fucking Fuentes on fucking Gab or Getter, one of these sites, saying how it's pretty base how the Taliban doesn't give a shit about women's rights and gay rights, all this other shit. Meanwhile, if Donald Trump had pulled the troops out of Afghanistan, and the same shit would have happened, he'd be defending Trump to hell and back. But that really doesn't matter to these guys now. Because now, they gotta worry about the brown people invading. Because now, supposedly, as a result of the clusterfuck that's going on to Afghanistan, we're gonna start getting a lot of Afghani refugees. You know, you got your usual run-of-the-mill families just trying to escape the fucking hellhole. You also got interpreters who actually assisted U.S. troops during the 20-plus years that we've been in Afghanistan. You got the usual suspects. You got Fuentes, you got Paul Joseph Watson, you got Tucker Carlson, you got all these faggots crying hysterically about, my brown people are invading my country. I don't want the brown people here. They're icky. And they're going to do exactly what they did the last time during this Syrian refugee crisis. They're going to whine, they're going to cry, they're going to jump up and down and scream. Every time a terrorist attack fucking happens going forward, they're going to blame it all on the Afghanis. Kind of like what they did with the Syrians. And then eventually, they're going to get fucking bored and they're going to talk about something else. Because that's what they always fucking do. They whine and cry about brown people invading their country. When shit hits the fan, they're going to blame it on the brown people. And then in a couple of years, they're going to forget all about them and move on to something else. Which is kind of fucking typical for these goddamn people at this rate. They're more or less broken records. So, I'm very much happy we're out of Afghanistan. I hope we never ever again have to fucking invade Afghanistan. I really don't give a shit that the Taliban have taken over. All these people crying hysterically that Biden needs to step down because of the clusterfuck that had happened in Afghanistan. You're all fucking hypocrites. If this had happened under Trump or Bush, you would have been sipping hard for Trump and Bush. And the people complaining about the fucking brown people invading their country, get fucked. Get fucked. I've heard this shit before. You're gonna do the same shit you did last time. And no one's gonna even bother listening to you this time around. Because we've heard this shit before. And you didn't do much the first time, and you faggots sure as shit aren't gonna do it this time. And with that, this is the third and final video I managed to get out today, so hooray! And with that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your fucking weekend. I know I will now.